Hello everyone, my name is Gabby, and how are you all doing? It's time for one of those regular, a few times a year reminders that, hi everyone, I'm still alive, and if my existence gives you joy, then that's just great. Unfortunately, in the last few months, something terrible has happened to me. I found out how to order things on Amiami. I didn't realize until I did it myself just how quick and easy and surprisingly not as expensive as I thought it would be to pretty much pre-order a figure the moment it's announced to get a new shipping in Japan and then get it to you when it comes out without actually having to wait too long for shipping costs and shipping in general. So yeah, I bought an anime figure and I guess I might as well try and unbox it here. Not a Dragon Ball figure, as you may have figured out from the title. Luckily, even though I'm a big Dragon Ball fan, a lot of the merchandise I don't actually like because it's all often like the same characters that I kind of don't really care about. So, luckily the really big expensive stuff for Dragon Ball I never really got into getting and collecting, but if there's something else in a random niche interest that I am now into, well, I guess I'm going down the Amiami rabbit hole and rest in peace my wallet. I was thinking I'd be like, oh, I wonder what this figure is. Maybe I'll like open the box and you'll try to guess what it is. But like the title of the video is going to tell you exactly what the video is. So I might as well just stop beating around the bush and let's just open this box up. Whoa, what? There's something in here. Huh? Okay, all right. Maybe it's a good thing So okay, I've never seen this before because I've never bought anything from Amiami before. But like they give you a little thank you for shopping with us, and that's very cute. That is. I did not know that Amiami also did this. This is not a sponsored video. I am not even. I could only dream of getting a sponsored video, but this is really okay. That's very cute. Literally, first time ordering with Amiami. I know a lot of you guys, you're real hardcore weebs, have probably done this all the time. First time for me. So let's see what's in the box. Wow, it's way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. I can't pull it out. You got the thing. That is a cool ass box. Holy shit. I did not realize that. Yeah, it's a Danganronpa figure. It's Super Danganronpa 2. It's there you go. This box is just too pretty. I can't get over it. Like, it's just plastic. It's not even like fancy cardboard or anything, but like the fact that it's all like see-through, that's so fucking neat. So yeah, this is Hajime Hinata. He is the protagonist of Super Danganronpa 2, the second game in the series. He is like my favorite character. There's a Danganronpa 10th anniversary thing here. The first game came out in 2010. For 2020, there was supposed to be a lot of big 10th anniversary milestones. A lot of it got delayed because of the COVID-19 pandemic because like, fair enough, a lot of plans would get delayed because of COVID-19. But one of the things that they were doing re-releases of a lot of their very few Danganronpa figures. There are really not that many especially for a game that has such a large fan base, especially on the internet. There's actually not that much in terms of figures. Like there are some, but like they're often quite very limited releases, and like because of that, they obviously get sold in resellers for ridiculous amounts of money in eBay and whatnot. So when I heard they were doing a reissue of the Hajime one, also there was the Nagito one as well. He's like the main rival in Danganronpa 2 as well. They have kind of mirrored figures. So when I did this, I'm like, well, all right, fine, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm gonna spend who knows how much on yen to Australian dollar conversion fees and shipping fees, and who knows if it's not gonna come until like 6 months, but I'm gonna get it, and it's actually here. Because seriously, look how neat this box is. So the front, yeah, you've seen that. You've got Hajime Hinata. It's a 1/8 scale. This is how you know it's like legit. They're like, they tell you what the scale is of how like they worked out these person's measurements in real life, and then they scaled it down to a very specific amount. So yeah, Hinata Hajime Hinata. Yeah, ARTFX Japan. Obviously that's the people to do it. You got Super Danganronpa 2 logo. You got the Kotobukiya logo, which is the figure guys in the 10th anniversary logo. Like, this is how you know. I am getting the feeling now. This is probably a different box to the ones that the original releases all come in, because it has the 10th anniversary one. I wonder if this whole box is different. I should, after this, I should go and look up people unboxing this in, you know, in other versions that didn't come out like now. But so yeah, on the side you've got Hajime's full art that is this thing is supposed to mirror. I don't even have to like show a picture of it, you know, that's where they got this pose from. And the back you've got, you know, it's at the back of his stuff, and you've got this little bullet logo thing because it's Dangan, bullet, reputation. Like, God, this is so neat. This is such a neat one. And then on the other side, you got this nice little Hope Speak Academy high school logo as well, with all the credits and whatever. Kotobukiya ARTFX J series continues. A bold expansion of Kotobukiya ARTFX line was created with the aim of making characters from Japanese media available to their fans worldwide. Oh, hey, yeah, that's appropriate. I'm from Australia. I'm got a figure from a Japanese game. Top as well. Got on the top there, bottom is just instructions and stuff. This is really neat. And oh god, like this is the biggest box figure I think I've ever got. Like my biggest one is my Cure Blossom school uniform one that my cousin got for me from Japan when he went like a few years back. God, I have to actually take this out of the box. Probably. I don't even know, because it's so pretty, right? And it's like, I don't know if it's one of those things where if you take the plastic off, you're going to like ruin it or ruin its like collector's value. But I do want to see like the actual outside of the, you know, outside of that pose. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cut it open. So open that up. Wow, it's kind of smells. Hopefully not in a bad way. Oh, this thing. All right, then you got this thing. There's a sticker there. Let's cut that open. And so can I take? Let's open it up. No, there's more sticky tape everywhere. I mean, fair enough. You know, while I'm doing this, you guys, when you're like, if you're ordering big anime figures and stuff, do you ever think about what the, you know, all the guys at the airport think when they're going through all of these shipping stuff and they have to, you know, everyone the post office and whatever, and then they see a thing like on the receipt logo, whatever thing, it's called toy plastic figurine, and it says that. So you think they wonder like, man, what are these things and why are they ordering them? I mean, should be fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with buying these, of course. Like, these things are made for a reason, but I missed one piece of sticky tape. There we go. Got it. Sorry, Hajime. I'll put this stuff back later. Oh, okay. He doesn't come attached to the stand. You've got to attach that yourself. Ah, how does this attach? Okay, I've got Hajime out, but I don't know how you're supposed to. Okay, yeah. So, all right, I see it. So there's Hajime. Hi, Hajime. Hello. Okay. So let's see. There's a little hole in there, and there's a thing there. And you just put it in that like that, right? Wait, no, that doesn't seem right. No, yeah, it's because that's because he's leaning against it like this. That made a snap. That's probably good. Got it. Woo! Okay. There we go. So that's Hajime Hinata. Look, I just noticed, you know, one of the cubes, it's got a little thing that says, well, I assume that's a D. It's a very stylized D, but you know, I assume it says SDR2, Super Danganronpa 2. Goodbye despair. Sayonara Zetsubo Gakuen. I am such a fucking weeb, but it's okay. It's definitely high quality. Like you've got the little logo thing that's attached to his pocket, and it's like painted in a like silver, slightly shiny silver spray. Oh, like look at this. Like his tie is slightly it's like flexible, and you can actually see the bottom part of the tie. It's not just, you know, one loose thing. It's, you know, it's got the other half of the tie there, because as if it's like actually real. And of course, no well intentioned Hajime figure can be complete without the pattern in his eyes, the like no go through sign symbol in his eyes, because that's what makes him unique. as Hajime, because everyone else he's just got a weird eye pattern. And it's kind of plot relevant. Well, it's not actually plot relevant, but they use it in a cool way. And you got his shoes. His shoes have the little things on them. Although I always they look a bit more. I guess it's fine. It's like I feel like the pictures make make it look a bit more red. Like they just look like normal Converse shoes, right? Like normal like white normal white Converse. And of course you've got this beautiful, really beautiful stand of all this like checkerboard kind of, and the pink for the pink blood and Danganronpa for the stylization. I guess the cubes might just be because, well, first of all, because cubes look cool and the checkerboard pattern, and also like, it kind of reminds me of it might not be intentional. In fact, it probably wouldn't. Just probably depending on when this thing came out. But like the cubes now, it's almost making me think of World Destroyer in the Danganronpa 2.5 OVA, because that technically is sort of also Hajime. Kind of, it's complicated, but like he's got like the like red cubes surrounding him, and I guess that was more like the cubes on like Nagito's jacket, but still. And it's also a very clever way to do this pose by just having it be like he's not necessarily just like floating in midair, he's just like leaning up against something, and that's why he looks like that. I think that's really neat, personally. There is a Nagito one as well with his pose, and like all of the Komahina shippers, the people who ship Hajime and Nagito, they go crazy over these because like Hajime and Nagito have kind of mirrored poses, and you can also sort of put them next to each other and kind of make their hands sort of hold. And you know yaoi fangirls, they love shit like that. I don't really ship them, so I just want the Hajime. I don't want the Nagito. I think Nagito Komaeda is a fascinating character, but I don't want a figure of him. At the very least, I don't want a figure of him like this expensive. But Hajime is my boy. I love him. For anyone who's like has gone through this whole video and hasn't played Danganronpa and is sort of like, oh, so why do you like Hajime so much? I bet they're like, do you like Hajime for the same reasons you like Gohan? And there are definitely a few similarities, not many. Like, personality-wise, they're very different. But I think why I like Hajime so much, I love his character so much, is that he's just this, like, especially for, like, visual novel, or even, like, dating sim protagonists and whatever. When you have those sorts of, like, first-person, you're in their head all the time protagonists, like, they oftentimes, it's either they're, like, too meek and too, like, shy to the point you're kind of, like, this guy is just getting stepped on by everybody and anybody because like the plot says so, because it'd be funny, or they're just like too sarcastic or annoying or like witty to the point you're like they just seem like kind of an asshole. I think Hajime as a protagonist is just this perfect sweet spot between those two, because like he's quite cynical and he sort of talks back and sort of has sometimes like lots of like internal monologues of like how annoying things are, but like he's never too much to the point that he feels like an asshole. He just feels like a really normal person in these kinds of situations. And I think that's what makes him really fun as protagonist, especially when you compare him to Makoto from the first game, and even the protagonist from the third game. And also, he has a fun character arc. The reason why I like him, and the same reasons why I like Gohan, is his whole character arc is that he doesn't have much self-confidence. He's one of those characters who doesn't really believe in himself, but he's not like one of those characters who does that, who you can tell that's really obvious because he's the shy one, or he's the one who doesn't really speak up. Like, Hajime still speaks up. He speaks up, he speaks his mind, especially when he has to go and solve the murders of his classmates. But he's also still not always, like, has the best faith in his abilities. He just sort of does it because he knows someone has to, and he can see the clues right in front of him, and he's going to speak up because, like, that's just logical. The thing is, he's also the amnesiac in the story. Everyone has a talent, and he's the only one who doesn't remember what his is. And so he's sort of like this lack of remembering what his talent is, combined with like the lack of his like self-confidence, and this kind of like, he wants to be a cool person, he wants to belong, and it's great. If you want to see me gush about Hajime more, just watch my like 6-hour VOD of me going through the finale of Danganronpa 2. I was actually there for 6 hours. But yeah, this is what I've been doing in the meantime. I've been saying I've been wanting to make a Danganronpa video for like ages and ages and ages and ages, and I haven't yet, and maybe that's kind of a problem. Like, I kept saying I was going to, but I really just, I don't know. I need an excuse, I'm lazy, and I need a good script idea, and something that hasn't been done before, and something that, like, is actually good. The best motivation is if you do it out of spite. If you see popular YouTubers and they make a video, and the video you can just tell is just so wrong, or just so badly researched that you're just like, I could do this better. It sounds like a very petty thing to say, but, like, sometimes I think it's the case when you're just like, you see content creators for something you like, and the big ones that have lots of followers, and you're like, you realize they just don't do their research, or they just don't know Japanese, for example, or they don't know where all their sources come from, and they just, like, regurgitate things that come from a Wikipedia, that come from somewhere else, that come from something they haven't even sourced it properly, and you're just like, God, if I was in charge of this, I need to figure it out, really. I need a good idea. I need a good motivation. I need something cool. Maybe it'll just be about why I love Hajime so much. I know some people would like to see that, so who knows. I want to see if I can now put this back into the plastic. Alright, it doesn't look like, I tried to do it, but it doesn't look like, just judging by the way these things all match up, it looks like you can't actually have him on the stand, like, officially, and put him in the plastic at the same time. But I definitely don't want to chuck out this box. This box is too pretty, so I guess I'll have to detach you. I'm so sorry, Hajime. Alright, I managed to get it back in the box. The only thing I didn't take out now is that little piece of, you know, foam there. I'm wondering what the foam is there for. I'm wondering if it's there for his ahoge, you know, the antenna thing. Well, now you can't really see it. I tell you, like, that bit of his hair. Because maybe because it's a fragile part, like, you know, because it's quite, like, thin, it might, like, come off or something if it's, like, hitting stuff all the time. That would make sense. And if that's the case, like, that's fine, you know, like, I'll keep that there. I don't want it to fall off, the last thing I want to do. But yeah, it's so pretty. Yeah, I do have to take it out of the stand to put it in. Back in the box, but, like, yeah, the box is so pretty. I don't want to get rid of it. This is what I'm doing, I guess. Now I'm buying anime figures. In terms of Danganronpa figures, I pre-ordered another one from Amiami as well, and that is the Chiaki Nanami Fat, as in P-H-A-T figure. It's the Chiaki one. It's really cool looking, like, holy shit. That one's even more expensive than this, and I bought that one. So that one should be coming next month, maybe, and that'll be very neat, and I'll probably do an unboxing for that. I also decided to go and buy some pretty cool stuff from Amiami just recently while I was paying for this, so yay. If there was new Dragon Ball content or something, like, this was never exclusively a Dragon Ball channel. It was just that, that was just the thing I've been into, and then there was new stuff always coming out, so there was always stuff to talk about. Obviously, Dragon Ball, all it really is the manga, and the manga I just don't really care that much about. It's not like I hate it, I just don't really care much about it. So in the meantime, this is still my channel to talk about random things I like Danganronpa, and, like, you know, yeah, Pretty Cure, and I don't know, just stuff in general. This is my figure, and I bought it, and I actually do not regret it one bit. The only problem is I don't know the best place to put it, because it's big, and I need to put it in the box, because the box is so freaking pretty. Like, holy, like, look at this! Look at this box! Look at this box you got! It's just, it's beautiful. And look, even the bottoms, you've got the cubes, like the cubes in here, and the cubes on the stand, and it's so good. So yeah, I'm very glad I bought this, and this is great. And, you know, next time there is something random for me to talk about, I'll probably talk about it, and, you know, I'll see you all then.